The news desk of Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. This is news in the hour.
In the headlines, Tinubu orders security chiefs to Maiduguri after fresh attacks. Rhodes Viver criticizes Tinubu's foreign trips amid national hardship. NBA faults judge's order for lawyer to kneel down in court. NSCDC deploys over 2,000 operatives to provide adequate security in Kwara. On the foreign scene, Iran security chief Ali Larijani killed, says Israel. And in sports, Dembele eyes victory as PSG prepare for Stamford Bridge battle. Good afternoon and thank you for staying with us on Diamond 88.7 FM in Loring. This is the news on the hour. I am Bisola Oduwole Suleiman. We'll bring you details of the news after this break. Please stay with us.
Wait, oh, he's from our tribe and we have the same religion. So we have to protect our own. Our tribe isn't corrupt. I beg you, leave him now, our Peking.
Wait, stop and think. Do you realize that the impact of corruption and careless decisions by that clansman or family member of yours doesn't know tribalism or nepotism? Let's hold everyone accountable for a better society and country. If you see something, say something to the right authorities.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin.
Welcome back from that break. Please note that you can listen to us via our website, www.diamondfm.net, or watch us live at on Facebook at Diamond 87 FM and YouTube Diamond FM in Lorry. Now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has directed Nigeria's security chiefs to relocate to Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, to take charge of the security situation following recent terrorist attacks in the area. In a statement he issued on Tuesday in Abuja, Tinubu described the latest developments in Maiduguri as deeply troubling. The president also vowed that his administration would intensify efforts to confront criminal groups operating across the country. He, however, expressed condolences to the families of those who lost their lives, sympathized with the injured, and assured residents of the state of the federal government's support during the difficult period. The Nigerian army has raised an alarm over the possible deployment of multiple suicide bombers into Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, by suspected Boko Haram terrorists, urging residents to avoid crowded places. The alarm follows a suicide bombing incident which occurred on Monday evening, where 23 people lost their lives and 108 people sustained injuries. In a statement on Tuesday, the media information officer, Northeast Joint Task Force Operation Hadinkai, Lieutenant Colonel Sani Uba, said the attacks targeted crowded public areas in an attempt by terrorists to inflict mass casualties and create panic within the metropolis. Still in the news, the Labour Party governorship candidate for Lagos State in the 2023 general elections, Gbadebo Rhodes Viver, has questioned President Bola Tinubu's foreign trips, describing them as offering little or no value to Nigerians amid the challenges facing the country. Rhodes Vival expressed his criticism on national television monitored by Diamond FM. He criticized the president for prioritizing the United Kingdom visit despite the biting cost of fuel and other economic challenges Nigerians are battling with. While the presidency said the visit is to strengthen bilateral relations and explore avenues for further collaboration, the Labour Party chieftain described the Tinubu's visit as very important for him, his optics, and his party. Still in the news, the federal government has disclosed that Nigeria's economy, now valued at $1 billion, is largely driven by the private sector, which accounts for roughly 95% of economic activities. Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, made this known on Monday in Abuja during a stakeholders' engagement on economic growth and national development. Bagudu noted that the government's contribution to the economy remains minimal compared to that of private businesses, pointing out that sustainable growth depends heavily on creating an enabling environment for investors. According to him, the administration is focused on policies that will support the private sector expansion, improve infrastructure, and attract both local and foreign investments. The Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) has criticized Justice Mohammed Umar of the Federal High Court in Abuja for ordering a lawyer, Marshal Abubakar, to kneel in court. Abubakar, the lead defense lawyer to human rights activist Omoyele Sowore, provoked the judge's anger when he raised his voice while insisting that the date chosen by the court for the defense to open its case was not convenient for him. Justice Umar then ordered the lawyer to step out of the bar area of the courtroom and kneel down. However, NBA President Afam Osigwe said no judge has the power to order a lawyer to kneel in court. Osigwe further noted that while lawyers have the duty to conduct themselves with restraint, professionalism, and respect for the court at all times, they're entitled and obligated to advocate firmly and fearlessly on behalf of their client. And to news in Kwara State, the Kwara State Command of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, has approved the deployment of 2,350 operatives across the state to ensure a safe and peaceful Eid al-Fitr celebration. In a statement by the Corps Commander, Bala Bawa Bodinga, the personnel will protect critical national assets and safeguard residents throughout the festive period. The deployment covers all 16 local government areas, with operatives drawn from specialized units, adding that area commanders and divisional officers have been directed to intensify patrol, strengthen surveillance, and maintain proactive response strategies within their jurisdictions. While congratulating Muslim faithful on the successful completion of Ramadan, Commandant Bodinga urged residents to remain vigilant and report suspicious activities. He warned that the command will take decisive action against anyone attempting to disrupt public peace during the celebration. And that's it on the local scene. The news on the hour is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM in Lauren. We take a short break. When we return, Iran's security chief Ali Larijani killed, says Israel. We're bringing that story in foreign news after the break. Please stay with us.
On social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 887 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
The best music.
Around the clock.
Welcome back from that break. You're still tuned in and listening to the news on the hour, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM in Lauren. Before that break, we brought you local stories. Now we move on to the foreign scene. Israel's defense minister, Israel Katz, has stated that its military has eliminated Iran's security chief, Ali Larijani, in a strike alongside his son in a hideout apartment. In a statement, Katz confirmed that the attack occurred in an overnight strike alongside his son in a hideout apartment. While Israel's defense minister has continued to praise Israeli Air Force pilots and intelligence officials involved in the operation. Iran has not confirmed whether Larijani has been killed or injured, but state media says an update will be issued soon. Meanwhile, Israel has instructed its military to continue hunting down Iran's leadership. That's it on the foreign scene. In sports news, French footballer Ousmane Dembele has warned Chelsea that PSG's target in Tuesday's Champions League second leg match at Stamford Bridge is to win. Luis Enrique's side is expected to ease into the quarterfinals after thrashing Chelsea 5-2 in the first leg last week. However, the Ballon d'Or winner has urged to go for the kill with an attack information display rather than try to defend their substantial lead. Dembele believes that PSG has learned from the scare they received in last season's Champions League quarterfinals after building a big lead against Aston Villa. And that's it in sport. With that, we've come to the end of the news on the hour for today. But before we go, here's a recap of the major highlight. Tinubu orders security chiefs to Maiduguri after fresh attacks. Rhodes Viver criticizes Tinubu's foreign trips amid national hardship. NBA faults judge's order for lawyer to kneel down in court. NSCDC deploys over 2,000 operatives to provide adequate security in Kwara. On the foreign scene, Iran's security chief Ali Larijani killed, says Israel. In sports, Dembele eyes victory as PSG prepare for Stamford Bridge battle. Before we wrap up the news, we take a look at our Today in History segment. Did you know that on this day in the year 1991, a 3-day trial census began in designated areas of Nigeria as part of preparations for the main census in October of the same year? Now you know. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact the Diamond FM newsroom number on 091 606 27526 091 606 27526. Join us at 3 p.m. for the news flash and at 5 p.m. for the news across the world for a comprehensive bulletin. Log on to our website, www.diamondfm.net, to keep up to date with us from any part of the world, or download our app on Google Play Store and iOS App Store, Diamond FM. The news on the hour was put together by Nedu Okori. I am Bisola Oduwole Suleiman. Thank you for listening to your shining supreme station. Stay tuned for the news in Yoruba coming up shortly. Good afternoon.